All right, welcome back. Today is February 2nd, Groundhog Day, and I've been living this day for 7 years. um, yeah, it's an interesting day. But no, this is the only February 2nd of 2024 that I have ever lived, as far as I know. Okay, today's another green one, which is great. Overall, felt pretty darn good. I'm going to give it an 8. Now, overall, I got to remember it isn't just like headache, because that's what the headache score is. Now, my knee's bugging me. I've got things going on in life or whatever. Overall, today's an 8, though. All right, headache, 4. Not bad. Actually, I'm going to call it a 3. I don't think it was. I think I'm a little too strict on that. I mean, today's about as good as as I've had in many years. I mean, it's still there. My headache is kind of permanent, but I don't know if it's permanent. That's the hope, is that it's not. But my ears ring all the time if I really think about it. So it's not going to get down to 0 unless that stops happening. Um, Sleep was bad. I had a stomach issue. Had to take some like laxative stuff last night. I woke up at like midnight. I was just like, whoa. I was like dizzy and just like, sometimes you can have um, just like indigestion and it makes you feel like you're having a heart attack or something. It was one of those where like my body felt weird and I was like dizzy. I was like, all right, I'm going to take something for this. And then I felt better and today's been great. So even if I didn't sleep that well, my eyes are all red and it looks like I'm stoned, but I'm not. I'm just chilling. Sleep score will be 5.5. Look at that, 5.5 twice in the last 3 days. All right, my diet was pretty good today. 8.5. I didn't hit my 9. I didn't add things up. But I did not eat enough today. It was a weird one. So tomorrow I got to get caught up. Tomorrow I don't have tennis, so I don't have to eat quite as much. Sugar 30 probably. I'm just guessing at on some level. With this stuff. I don't think I had any dairy. No dairy, no gluten, no chocolate, no alcohol. I did have rice. No cold shower. Exercise. Amazing day. Because I played tennis as well, let me give it a 10. I deadlifted 205 pounds today. Easily my personal record. Before, the heaviest I've gone was 165. And then, let's see, I was at 145. And he bumped it up to 185. And I was like, whoa, here we go. And it was hard. I did that twice for 5 reps each. So I did 10 reps at 185. I think, right? I did 5 and 5. Yeah. Yeah, and then he puts on 20 more pounds. I was like, whoa, we're going over 200 here. That's the most. I've never lifted 200 pounds in any way, shape, or form. Of course, deadlift is usually like the biggest one, right? But So it's natural that that would be the first that hit 200. So it's great. So that's why I got to talk about that. And you might hear in the background, it's raining. So we're going to talk about that soon too. Because it's raining like a really good rain right now. I love it. First rain of the year. Alright, I won't get into that yet. Mindfulness. I did 5 minutes. Emotional. Still up there. 9 I wish I could just have a therapy session and just talk about all that stress. Because one of these days, it's coming down. I'm just like learning to deal with this. And that's why I'm trying to do the best that I possibly can, because once I get that down to zero, like imagine, I'm just really hoping, I'm imagining and hoping that it could just be like bliss. You know, we'll see. I did have a flasher today while I was playing tennis. It was frustrating. Alright, today's Friday, so yeah, that's my third NFB of the week. Neurofeedback. Strangely, great day, even though stress is very high and sleep was not good. I had trouble getting back to sleep. Back to leap. Now it is raining. First rain of the year. I deadlifted 205 pounds today. Big PR. Alright. Copy, paste. We're still charging forward with the goals that I never hit. But that's going to change. Look at all this stress. Look at all this craziness going on in life. I'm going to get better at this. I know that I am. People thought I was crazy and I'd never quit smoking when I used to smoke 2 packs a day of Newports. I would sit there and just drink beer and just keep smoking. They'd be like, "You're having another cigarette right now? Stop it." And I knew I was going to quit at some point, you know. In my 20s, I was like, I'm not going to be 30 years old and still smoking. And I was right. Sometimes I know it in my mind. I know I'm going to get there. I know I'm going to get these goals. I'm going to change those goals eventually because I'm going to start hitting them every day. And I'm going to be like, all right, I'm hitting those. Let's do something new. Let's bump it up. What's the next step? But this goal is at least getting me thinking every day of, all right, my diet's got to be good. I mean, my diet's been up near 9 every day, except for a couple days, 5.5. But this whole screen right here, I would have to scroll up to find anything worse than there's a 5, a 5.5, and a 6. Oh, another 6. So that's 4 days out of like 15 right there. I'm doing pretty good, and that's because I'm setting these goals. And mindfulness, I've got a new thing that I'm doing called the Miracle Morning. I think I already talked about it in another video. It's a very cool app that gets you doing all the cheesy, goofy stuff in the morning that's like, I am successful, I am great, I am blah, blah, blah. But you do all kinds of different stuff. You write, you read, it's called savers. So let me see if I can think of it. S is silence, so you meditate basically. A is affirm, you say words of affirmation. V is visualize, so you do some visualization. E is exercise, so you do just some light, like morning stuff, like I did jumping jacks and something else today. So it's just light, gets you moving, and it's really good, feels great. And then R is read, S is scribe. So it's just journaling. So I do a morning journal now, and this is my nighttime journal right here. You know, these little notes right here, that's what I'm writing, and then I'm tracking my day. But in the morning, I write a little bit, and I want to start reflecting on that. So maybe I'll incorporate that into this somehow to be like, hey, what did I write this morning? How do I feel about it now? Stuff like that. Small victories. So look, I set a PR today on deadlifts. That's I mean, it's a big thing, but it's one of those small victories in the grand scheme of things, right? Hopefully, I'll be having lots of PRs, personal records in the gym over the next year, whatever, you know. So this isn't like hitting one of my major goals or something. My major goal is now, uh, originally it was in the gym, it was to bench, squat, and deadlift my body weight, which was, my goal was to be 175. Right now I'm like 165, and I'm benching less than that. I'm squatting right about 165. Woo! Gotta sneeze. Squatting close to my body weight. I haven't really pushed it yet with that because I had some back issues. But my deadlift jumped right up to 205. So, but my trainer said if you want to be in the top 15% of lifters, so like if you go to the gym, it's busy, there's 100, or let's just say there's 100 people there. If you want to be one of the best 15 lifters in that gym at any given time, you deadlift twice your body weight, you squat one and a half your body weight, and you bench your body weight. And you know, that's a rule of thumb, I guess. I don't. And maybe I'm saying that wrong too, but I'm pretty sure he said the top 15% of lifters can do that. So, you know, small victories, and also today is raining. I love, and I usually like really look forward to the first day of rain of the year. They said it might rain this weekend, and they were right. I went outside, it smelled amazing. Of course, now I'm stuffy. I've been sneezing for some reason. Probably because I just opened the window. I can't really smell it now. But, man, it smells like springtime. It smells so good. And there's still snow on the ground in front of our house. The house faces north, and the sun's kind of to the south, so it doesn't hit the front of the house. But I think this rain is just going to melt all that snow, which is awesome. And I hope it just rains all night. I love this sound. There's a gutter right outside my window, and I love this sound. I could leave this window open. I don't care if it's chilly or whatever, and just smell the smell. I gotta go blow my nose soon and really enjoy it. So I'm appreciating things like this. I appreciate that I've had all these green days. Like, really, since this time right here, since November, I've felt great. That's 2 months that I've been doing great. A little bit of yellow here and there. Who cares? A little yellow. It's gonna happen. Because what that is that's it's like that sound wave looking graph, right? It's just up, down, up, down, up, down. And I want that up, down to all exist above that line, right? So it goes, and then if that starts to dip down, then it starts to get yellow. And then if it starts existing all below the line, that's the red. Yellow is flirting with it. Orange is like the opposite. It's like you're in the red, but you're flirting with the green. And man, to have all these green days, to have rain today, look at all the stress I'm having. Nines and stress. I could tell you, I could write a book about the stress I'm going through. It really is up there. Like, I don't go to the doctor and tell them I'm in a 9 pain just because I want them to fix me quick. No, if it's a 6, I'll tell them it's a 6. If my pain's a 4, I'll tell them it's a 4. If it's a 9, I'm going to say it's a 9 though. And it really is a 9 right now. But the stress levels have correlated with yellows and reds before. See, higher stress, red, lower stress, starts to get better. A little higher, gets yellow again. Gets better with, yeah. So it was a high correlation for a long time. Until now. This is the first time where it's like, yeah. But see, when I'm feeling good, I feel like I can do anything. I feel like I can handle anything the day gives to me. You gotta be careful when you say, like, bring it on, though. I've said that before. I don't say bring it on anymore. Because God will humble you. The world will humble you. Things happen. Headaches come and they go. Sometimes they come and they feel like they're never going to go. But I can just sit and appreciate the rain, the fact that I had a great day at the gym. I'm taking care of homework and stuff and trying to do my best. I'm spending time with my dad. And, there's a lot to be thankful for right now. Stress or no stress. And, that's a lesson that I think we're all constantly learning. And as we go, we just learn to appreciate more and more. And, yeah. So it's a lesson that I'm not learning for the first time, but I'm learning it more. I'm appreciating more. Which just develops my sense of thankfulness, just my gratitude that I carry throughout the day, and I can use that to control my actions. Before I'm done, yeah, I'll mention there's a book on leadership that I read once. I've got it somewhere. It's not in the room here, but I think I'll probably bring that up again soon. It's a book on leadership, and I went to a seminar with one of the guys who wrote it, and he said you have to get back to a place you have to be relational as a leader. You have to put the people first. You have to be in the state of mind where you're trying to build relationships. And when something goes wrong and you get mad about it, you get frustrated and angry, and you just want something to work, and you get into that mode where you're angry and you just know that nothing good's going to come of this. except you might just be yelling at people to try and get things done, but sometimes you can catch yourself. And then he's got all these tips and techniques to try and get back into that relational place, so that you're putting people first no matter what, like treating people like with respect and dignity, and treating them relationally first. Like, I care about our relationship first. All right. Because this business could go up in flames any time, but I would still want to have a relationship with you. With you know, relationships are the most important thing that there could ever be in business, right? Whether you're somebody's boss or whatever your title is or their title is, building that relationship is always the best thing. So, especially as a leader, you have to stay relational, otherwise you're going to lose their trust. And so, getting back to that, when you're angry, he's got this thing where, he's like pressure points. You can like tap on certain spots in your chest, do that. And then there's like chants and different things to stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system. So one of the other things is, I should just add this to the topics too. What is it? You you do a frightened face. You scare yourself real fast, and then you're gonna calm yourself down. So this is calming your sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight, which is your kind of reactionary qualities, right? It's like if a bear is chasing you, this is what your system will feel. So you're acting scared, so you go, and then you calm down. So you go, and you put on like a completely scared face, and put your hands up, and then you breathe out. And as you breathe out, because you're opening up when you get scared, and then you close it down, you bring it in, you like gather the energy back into yourself, like center yourself, and you breathe out slowly, and you have a saying that you say to yourself as you're breathing out. So you breathe in and you go, and as you breathe out, you have a saying. And I think he used a poem, and it was a poem that was sort of connected with God for him in some way. So you might have a Bible verse or something, or something, and you just say that quietly to yourself as you exhale. So you go, and then you just say the Bible verse. Of course, I can't think of a Bible verse right now other than, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only Son." So yeah, that's what you do, and what else? Yeah, so it's all about building gratitude as well. And so you practice gratitude visualization, just picturing things that you're thankful for throughout the day. And you practice that and practice that and practice that, so that when you get good, you it's like meditation. So when you're in these moments of these heated moments, you can go back to that place. You can go back to the place of gratitude when you're angry at work and you're like, why is my team doing this or whatever, and you're trying to be a good leader. Well, you go back to the place of gratitude and being thankful. And it's just like mindfulness. It's like meditation where, if you're stressed, you can just kind of go within, breathe, collect yourself, and yeah. So all that is to say that I'm learning to appreciate and to carry all of the things that I'm learning with me throughout the day so that my gratitude is stronger, so that I can visualize the gratitude more. Moments like this where, I walk the dogs tonight, I go outside and it starts raining and it's just like, this shouldn't have been a good day, but this was a good day. And it's the first rain of the year. It's like I'm going to remember this. I'll probably remember doing this video. Even though this is number 71, and I'm probably do thousands of them. I mean, this is one to remember. This is one to remember. Okay. Small victories. And being relational. Okay. Beautiful. It's a great day. All right, my battery's dying. Let's end it here. Love, peace, bacon grease. Feel good. I'm out. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow.